this is literally, we're watching it, we're going to say our predictions before matches, and then watch the matches. I'm here with WWE Lee TV.
Yo, how's it going?
And yeah, Night of Champions, we've just literally watched the intro, really good intro into it. I like the building the bell, and just, it's got the good man with a really good voice. Just doing resolve, determination, just showing really good clips of what's going on tonight. Good intro, strong. Pre-show was quite fun. I watched that. I had an interesting panel. You had the Big Show on it. You had Booker T, of course, because that's the only thing he ever does in the company now. Along with Alex Riley, who just shouldn't exist. And Renee Young. She is such a good talker. But yeah, I got all them discussing the matches. Really good. Actually good, solid sort of analysis of the matches and what they want. Then you also got a cool little video package of Paige talking about her two competitors. Like, this is a proper old school vignette. It's like in a black room with just light shining around her, and she's just saying that she's the best in that damn ring, and she's going to beat these other two. The person, the diva that the company wants to win has been thrown in this match, but she's going to steamroll through and beat her frenemy. And yeah, it was a really strong promo from Paige. You also got Booker T and Goldust having a little reunion. They had a little talking backstage, but then as they were starting to get into it, Stardust appeared and stole Goldust's attention, and then they united because they're about to get the Cosmic Keys. Which is, yeah, I like it. It was a weird promo, it was good. The Peep Show was a little bit awkward with Chris Jericho. They sort of went out there and ad-libbed, but it wasn't strong. They were just like sort of dissing each other in a fun way, but I don't know, it just didn't work. And then Randy Orton was like, "Ha, Christian, I beat you so badly that you can no longer compete, and that's why you can no longer compete." Okay, awkward sentence again. That bit was a bit rushed, but the rest of it, like the little promos, they even had a little video of Roman Reigns who's just come out of surgery, so we're not going to have Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins tonight, so we're going to see what they're going to do there later in the show. But yeah, strong opening, strong pre-show. Let's see what we get. Okay, interesting. The champions, the Usos, are coming out first now. And they're going to be defending the titles against Goldust and Stardust. I really want them to have a tag team name, because I just say Stardust as their team name, which is both of them together. I'm going to go with Stardust for the win. The Usos have had a really good run, but they've kind of not done anything different. They're a good, solid tag team, but they just don't have that out-of-the-ring personality yet. But don't get me wrong, phenomenal workers. I'm hoping this is going to be a good match, because last year, Goldust and Cody were just tearing it up. They were having the best matches on Raw. They cooled down a lot this year, but now hopefully they can pick it up, and I'm expecting a lot from this match. But I think Stardust, new tag team champions, something a bit fresh. I think they should get it.
Yeah, the Usos have done really well as a tag team. They had a really good run, but they've got a little bit stale for me now. Whereas Goldust and Stardust, they've really come into their own, especially Cody is really, really, really doing well with this character. So them as tag team champions tonight.
Alright, let's see how wrong or right we are. And there we are. New tag team champions, Goldust and Stardust. The Dusts. Yeah, really happy with this result, and yeah, it was a good match. Everyone in that match got to get their stuff in. Lots of dives to the outside, lots of solid moves, just such good work. I'm happy for this feud to continue, because of course Uso's going to get their rematch. I'm glad for this to carry on a few more months and we get some fresh partners going up against the Stardust, the Rhodes, it's just easier saying that. Yeah, and then I hope we get some more fresh tag teams come up from NXT, like we've got the Ascension, they should come up, what are they called, Lucha Dragon, which is a little guy called Kalisto who's phenomenal, and Sin Cara, they work really well together. Get some of those teams coming into the division, make it a bit more diverse, but yeah.
Really good little match, really pleased with the result. Looking forward to seeing what Goldust and Stardust do now they've got the belts, what kind of stories they're going to get into, but yeah, I can see them carrying on with the Usos until sort of Hell in a Cell time. Good little match, pleased with the Usos.
Boom. Well done, lads. Good lads. just watched the WWE 2K15 trailer. God, it looks good.
Damn good.
Ah,
amazing graphics.
I'm still not in the area of getting a PS4 yet, so I won't. I'll look into the PS3 version how it looks. But yeah, I think keep an eye on WWE Elite TV's channel.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a PS4 just to get this game because I love wrestling games. So I'll probably do like a countdown and then an unboxing when I get the PS4, and then the game itself. I'll try and do some videos with gameplay as well for you. So keep an eye.
Boom. Anyway, we're about to go into the United States Championship match, which is Sheamus Fella versus Cesaro. Really want Cesaro to win this. I think he needs a good strong run again. He was so hot coming out of WrestleMania, like to the point where I thought they were going to build him up to face Brock Lesnar, but the run with Paul Heyman just didn't work because they just didn't have a program for him. They just thought, we'll give you to Paul Heyman, that'll be fine. But if you don't have anything to build to, Paul Heyman had nothing to promo for. So all he did was say his client Brock Lesnar defeat the Streak because he didn't have anything else to say because they didn't give him anything. But yeah, hopefully this can rehab because these two have got really good chemistry outside the ring together, really good chemistry inside the ring. Really want Cesaro to go over, or at least this feud to get intense and get personal.
Pretty much what Ricky said, that this is going to be a good match. These two gel well together. They really do. But I'm biased towards Cesaro. I've always liked him, so Cesaro is all the way for me. Sheamus, I like him, but he's just stale for me. I've never been that into him, but you know, if he can perhaps put on a good match here, and if he retains the title, I'd hope to see the feud go on for another month or two.
Well, part of me, just like thinking about that, because I always think Sheamus needs a bit of a heel turn. Like, if these two actually partnered up together and made a little faction between the two of them, maybe not like work as a tag team, but maybe like work together, I think that could actually be quite interesting.
Yeah.
But that's sort of a long shot. Let's just see how this match goes. Sheamus retains, but it was one hell of a match. These two have such good ring chemistry together, pulling out indie-tastic moves. Like literally standing with his back towards Cesaro, just yanking him over his head onto the mat. Cesaro flipping to his feet, getting the neutralizer reversed. And then pulling off some, God, what even was it? Some like reverse angle slam thing that looked amazing. Crowd on their feet. And the crowd really wanted Cesaro. There were King of Swing chants. But there weren't negative responses to Sheamus, which is good. The crowd were just happy. A happy crowd, not being negative. That's fun. Good, guys. Good. Keep that up. But yeah, such intensity from these guys. And just smashing each other in the face at the end. That kick from Cesaro. But then as the ref's backing him off, bro kick for a quick pin. Yeah, I hope this feud continues. This is a good match. If this goes for a few more and then Cesaro gets the final victory, I'd be so happy.
Phenomenal match just then. I said just now, I think this should last at least 2 or 3 pay-per-views. These two just put on a hell of a match, and honestly, they're powerhouses. And they're both so impressive, and working together, these two are on something. Shame Cesaro didn't win, but I'm happy if they carry on here.
2 matches, and they've both been really good. Let's keep up this momentum. Well done, WWE. Intercontinental time, Dolph Ziggler must retain. Though I am really enjoying this feud. It's funny. I know a lot of people didn't like what happened on Raw with the photos and the selfies and stuff a while ago, but they are stupid, but I enjoy it. I like the fact that R-Truth is Ziggler's stunt double, and they're exact twins. And Sandow is absolutely, no matter what shit he is given, he is going with it 100%. There is no man that is putting in so much effort in a shit gimmick as Damien Sandow is. And Big Show actually said it on the pre-show, that Sandow is a much better wrestler than The Miz. He like is giving it his all. Like Big Show gave him proper like kind of out of character props.
He turns shit to gold. He really does. I love Sandow. I like Miz because Sandow was with him. It's comedic, I love it. And I really like this whole Ziggler and R-Truth thing as well. I think it's a really good idea and it's really good for the mid-card Intercontinental Championship, you know. Ziggler for me. I've got to stand by Ziggs.
Exactly, especially because he only just won it off the Miz, so for the title to go back and forth, I hope Ziggler gets a really good, hard run with this title, just to help the Intercontinental title build up that bit more, because its value has dropped in the last few years, but let's see if Ziggler can do it. And we have a new Intercontinental Champion. The Miz won. The match itself, really good match. I think these two have chemistry together, so I hope this carries on. I want Dolph to get the title back. As I said, the more the title changes hands in a short span of time, though, the weaker it looks. So, for Miz to have it, then Ziggler to have it, Miz to have it, and then Ziggler to get it back, I don't know. And it's just as it was looking like they were giving Ziggler a good run. And they're like giving him promo time. And like, you can genuinely see the guy cares, and he actually cares for that Intercontinental title. He cares for the fans, because they're the ones that, despite everything, like it's like the Daniel Bryan story, despite what's been put in front of him, he still works his arse off and cares.
Yo!
Yo!
Let's go to grab the drill.
Yeah, so the match itself was fine. The win, a bit annoying, but I would have not been so annoyed because The Miz did win cheating. It was due to Sandow's victory, and Sandow being amazing at his gimmick and copying The Miz in every way. But it was these fucking two little musicians they had there. Fine, they're doing the tribute to the troupe, that's great. Do that on a Raw, get them involved in a match, but not on a pay-per-view. And then have the whole commentary team just talk about them and not a single word about the match until like the last minute or so. Because this was such a good match. But if the commentators act like they don't care, then it makes the people at home not care as much. Just talk about the match that's going on in the goddamn ring, and they got involved. They shoved Sandow pointlessly. These two skinny little redneck people. They can sod off. The cameras kept going them and coming away from the match, which is bad. It's a championship match, should be important. Yeah, not happy.
It was an okay match. It would have been obviously a lot better if the commentary team hadn't kept talking to the guys that were on the announcers tables and cutting to them. It just took so much away from it, and it just kind of makes Ziggler look unimportant. And you can see the emotion in his face at the end there.
Oh well. One match, it was a good match, but it was just ruined by bad commentary and unnecessary celebrity, well, call them celebrities, I have no clue who they are, these skinny little children. Fuck off. Well, of course, with the sad news of Roman Reigns' surgery and actually going to be out for months, no sort of confirmed date, but months, that's taken us probably into next year, so that throws everything into disarray. So, Seth Rollins, for the second time this year, comes out, gets the referee to count to 10, and gets a second victory by forfeit. And then because he's a nice guy and wants to entertain the fans because he's giving, he issues an open challenge to anyone. Apparently no one in the locker room was willing to take up this challenge. Then we get cut to the back and a taxi arrives. And out of the taxi comes the lunatic fringe, Dean Ambrose. Where was he? How close was he? Was he like watching the TV and like, oh shit, he's just done a open challenge. Taxi, let's go. Or was he actually just happened to be in a taxi already heading there? Who knows? And then Ambrose arrives, crowd erupts, and it's just a brawl. They fight around the arena until Triple H and Stephanie just appear. No music, just appear. Go, go, go. Get rid of him. They grab Ambrose. Ambrose manages to roll over like some of the backstage setting and then just leaps onto them. Not even like any sort of splash, just like leaps. Takes out all the people trying to get him off. Runs across the other bit, dives onto Seth and just battles again to the outside until he eventually knocks Seth back into the ring where he throws some poor little timekeeper across the floor and gets a steel chair. As he literally lifts it up, Jamie Noble takes him down, locks it in the arms. Oh, it's Jamie Noble, good wrestler. Never given a shot in WWE. The last thing he ever did was get the shit kicked out of him by Sheamus for his retirement. Poor lad. But he did finish one Raw this year with Jamie Noble chants, so good on you. Anyway, they then literally get the plastic ties, not handcuffs, plastic ties, zip up, get Dean Ambrose's arms pinned, and he is kicking. He's getting shots into Jamie Noble's face while he's being carried off. So happy to see him back. I've missed him a lot. He's such a good wrestler. And to know, Roman Reigns' injury, maybe Dean Ambrose's opportunity. This is what happened with Chris Jericho and Triple H's injury.
Or Seth Rollins. He's got the briefcase. You might not see the last of him tonight.
So this could be a good opportunity for like anyone actually. You've got anyone on the cusp. You've got a Cesaro. You've got anyone that could be pushed into that big event picture with who they wanted out of action. This is a huge opportunity.
It's going to be an interesting debut.
It is very, very interesting. Okay, Rusev versus Henry. Rusev has to win, but this is also a big test. Can Rusev look like a legit strongman against someone Mark Henry's size? Because Rusev is a fairly big guy himself. Let's see how he looks legit against someone that's been a world champion. This is proving ground now. This is probably his biggest test to date. I think he is a really good in-ring. At SmackDown, he had a good match with Roman Reigns. Unfortunately, the story of Roman Reigns now, but this is the test. I expect big things from you, Rusev. And if Rusev gets beaten here, then he's done.
Yeah, Rusev's going to win this one. And after this, if Cena doesn't win tonight, Rusev and Cena will go into a feud. I can see that happening. Because Cena loses again, he needs a big win. Rusev hasn't been beaten yet.
Let's see what we get. Okay, this might just be a British, non-American thing. Crying at your national anthem. Really? I'm sure you've heard it a fair few times, Henry. You're the Olympics. I know it's like emphasising the emotion and of this feud, but still, American pancakes, American burgers, American pancakey burgers, America, 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 fuck yeah. I know it's probably illegal in America, but I really wanted Rusev to interrupt this, because that would have gotten such good heat. The crowd would have erupted in vile and maybe attacked Rusev. That would have been such a passionate thing to do, but no, we got to hear America, America song, American ballads, America. And Rusev is the winner, as he should, and a decisive win. Mark Henry started off really strong, kept getting Rusev out of the ring, but then Rusev drove him into the steps, and then they played that up. Played up a back injury for the rest of the match, and Rusev dominated. Looked so strong. Beat Mark Henry. Mark Henry, really, really good selling, really good acting here. I say, cried at the beginning. And yeah, the crowd just hate Rusev so intensely. This is a good character. And Rusev, for a big man, he sells. He's good at selling. And that really gets you connected to a character. If it's just some big guy that doesn't sell, it's not as interesting, but if someone wins while overcoming an injury, it gives a bit more interest into them. Good guy. I think he's really going to be a big contender.
Yeah, it's built him up even more. He's beaten the American guy. He can only go up from here. So who's next?
Exactly, that's the big story. Like they say, you think he'll get fed to Cena. I hope they keep him away from that.
I guarantee you, Cena's next.
Yeah.
If he's not next, he'll be very, very soon.
But I think it is time he maybe starts now mingling with some, like Randy Orton's, some top stars to see how he does in the higher echelons of WWE. But we've got to figure out the storyline for it. The Ayatollah of Rock and Roller, with the countdown, is back in his entrance. Though I've got to go with a win for Orton because I think Jericho's going to be bon voyaging very soon after this because he's got his Fozzy tour started. So I've got to go with an Orton victory.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense for Jericho to win. He's leading tonight, but should be a good match.
Boom, that's all we want. Again, another fan. fantastic match. I've said it many a time, when Orton is good, he was good, and he was on the top of his game. Him and Jericho really gelled well and just pulled out a great match. Good psychology. Lots of false finishes at the end. I thought Jericho had it when he got the code breaker out of nowhere. And then Orton managing to hit his RKO. Of course, the finish was a bit obvious at the time, but it worked because Orton did a slow turnaround and then posed afterwards, so he knew the move was coming, so he had it planned out. But yeah, really good match, and it makes Orton look strong, which he needs to be, because he has been a bit of a downward spiral as of late. But yeah, this could be a start of his rise again.
Flawless match, 2 of the all-time greats, future Hall of Famers, and Jericho went out strong, and I'll hopefully see him again soon. But I miss you, Jericho, and well done, Orton. That was some good psychology.
Have fun with Fozzy.
Yeah.
For God's sake, WWE, do more promos like that. Give people a chance, a little bit of editing. Oh, it's so good. It's like we haven't seen anything. This is like back in the day where like they'd go out to a graveyard, the Undertaker would cut a promo, you'd get Kane in his like fiery thing, and like just give proper little promos to people, little edited sort of manufactured things. This was so good. This is the most time Paige has had to talk, and she sounded good, she sounded legit, she sounded tough, which your Divas champion should be. Ah, let her have this time on Raw, for fuck's sake. Oh, that was good.
Hell of a fucking promo. Awesome. Darkened room, Paige. It was perfect for her. Perfect. So well delivered that was. Really good. And Paige all the way.
I want Paige to win it so badly. I have worries because Nikki is their like total divas top person at the moment, that she could win, but this is the time where I would pray Brie Bella would turn up and cost Nikki a match. But please, just keep this feud between AJ. This has been a nice little distraction, and then it can help intensify a Brie and Nikki match later down the line, because we've not really actually had that yet. So I'm hoping Paige keep it. You cannot call that match a toilet break. Good triple threat. Triple threat's the hardest matches to do, and these girls delivered. Nikki is so much improved than sort of just 6 months ago. All 3 of these girls put it all on the line. Phenomenal match. This is the type of match you should be seeing from the Divas, not just Cameron, Eva Marie, Rosa Mendes. They have no right being on TV. This was a good match. If we get the good Divas on, let's make the Diva division not such a joke. It shouldn't just be called a toilet break match. This was good. I would have preferred Paige to keep the title, because now it's been AJ, Paige, AJ, Paige, AJ. That's just the title back and forth for no reason. Just let someone have a long run, makes the title look a bit more legit.
It was a really good triple threat Divas match. They really done well, and they were given a decent amount of time. But I don't get why they gave the belt back to AJ. I think Paige had another couple of months in there. Damn it!
We've got to see what they do with the storyline come Raw. Okay, since they're now doing the intro to Brock Lesnar versus John Cena, want Lesnar to win, but there are outside circumstances. WWE's in panic mode because of Roman Reigns going away, so they probably don't want Cena looking weak right now. Plus, Brock Lesnar is expensive. I would like him to hold until WrestleMania, but that is a lot of money, and that's also a champion that's not appearing on shows, so I have not a clue what the outcome is going to be of this. I'd like Lesnar to keep it, because I want the guy that ended the streak to mean something. If he just gets beaten in the rematch, it feels like that was a waste, but who knows. Lesnar is a difficult person to work with.
I completely agree. He beat the streak in one of the biggest upsets in WWE history back in April, and he kicked Cena's ass in SummerSlam. It wouldn't make sense for Cena just to come along and beat him now. Lesnar needs to hold this for months. I've got to go with Lesnar because it makes sense. I'm sticking to my theory that Cena will lose this, But because he's lost it, he'll go against Rusev and beat Rusev. But,
Okay.
yeah. In terms of what Lesnar does after this, without Roman Reigns around, that is going to be interesting.
Well, it's match time. Let's see what we get. And there we have it. Our reigning, defending champion Brock Lesnar. Again, the match was a lot more sort of what I thought it was going to be, more even than it was. Lesnar still got the majority of the offense, but Cena did look a lot stronger in this one. And then by the end of the match, hitting 4 attitude adjusters, dragging him back. I couldn't believe Lesnar wasn't going to tap out, and then Seth Rollins attacks with a briefcase, hits a curb, sends him to the outside, hits a curb stomp on Lesnar, and then says that he's cashing it in. I would have been happy if Seth had got the title, but just they let him take a little bit too long. Cena recovered and cost him. Bell wasn't rung, so I think Seth still keeps the briefcase. The match never actually started. But yeah, again, Brock Lesnar match always has such a sort of a pit in your stomach feel when you watch it. You never know what's going to happen. He's a dangerous, dangerous man in real life. I do want him to have a lengthy run, as I say. The man that killed The Undertaker, basically, deserves a long run, but who's next? I can't think of anyone, especially with Roman Reigns out of it. Who is your number 2 babyface after John Cena? I think there's some guys that could have really good matches with Lesnar, like I think Sheamus, Cesaro. They've got that rough, tough style. They're big, strong guys. They could go legit against Lesnar. But who else? I just don't know where we're going to go. But we could get the third one, a Hell in the Cell, with Lesnar and Cena. And for the first time in a couple of years, it would actually be a Hell in the Cell match that's been built up, not just come out of pure coincidence. But who knows?
Yeah, that was all so close. There was just such a pit in my stomach there. I honestly thought Cena was going to win, but thank God Rollins run in. I was praying that he would do it, but I think that would just be too soon. But he does keep the briefcase, so there's still time yet. But yeah, I just don't know what's going to happen. Raw's going to be interesting, to say the least. So Rollins and Cena, where does Brock Lesnar go next?
Exactly. Let's see, and I will tell you about it tomorrow.
Awesome pay-per-view though. Really good, every match.
Right, plug your shit.
WWE TV, go check it out. Loads of news and rumours on there. As I say, I'm doing an unboxing of a PS4 with WWE 2K15. It's going to be awesome. That'll be coming up at the end of November, so keep an eye on the channel, guys.
There is a link to Lee's channel at the end of all my wrestling videos in the comment section below, along with a little thing of my Facebook page. And then, as always, like, subscribe, and TTFN.